I want to talk about crypto a little bit. And I want to ask you, George, you have one of the most successful channels in our space. And not just numbers wise, right? I don't ever look at subscribers. I look at views. And if they run a live show, I look at how many people they have watching live and how active the chat is. And I can argue you're number one. You're number one when it comes to doing live shows. You get 40, 50, 60,000 views in a bear market. You get 4,000 to 6,000 people watching you live. What are you doing to A, remain towards the top of the food chain, and also to bring in the next wave of new users who are going to be new to crypto, new to blockchain? Do you have a game plan for CryptosRus moving forward into the next bull market?
Okay, two-part question. Second part is, I love to do more things like this, just to have some fun. You know, sometimes it's just very boring in crypto. We all know that, right? Have some fun, do some different kind of content. I think people will enjoy that. So, first part, I don't know. I think it's just really being consistent. There's too many people in the space that flip-flop all the time, and early on I did that too. It's not like I didn't do that. I did do that, and I realized, you know, it's the wrong way to approach things. We're all in it for a long haul, for generational wealth, or life-changing wealth, or wife-changing wealth. And, you know, you just got to be in the game for a long time. You hold on DCA. It's a simple strategy. And there's many in the space that disagree. They'll try to trade, use leverage, right? Like Bybit giving out their pillows, you know, to warn people not to get liquidated, right? like, you know, there's a lot of people that have, you know, that run a channel that teach you how to trade and do all this fancy things, right? But the winning strategy is to HODL and DCA, and it's really that simple. So that's
HODL? It's HODL, man.
No, it's HODL.
HODL?
Yeah.
All right, looks like the room is in consensus. It's HODL. I refuse to say HODL. I say HODL.
I always said HODL, and then people said us HODL, and then now it's back to HODL. It's HODL.
I don't know if I can make that change. Okay, let me follow up with this question. What is the most important thing you're going to be focusing on to bring in the next wave of crypto retail, that the newcomers to our space?
Again, it's the same message, regardless if it's new people, old people. You just have to be consistent and know and teach people that you got to play the long game. You can't play the short game, and focus on Bitcoin first, understand it, then start learning about others, Ethereum and Cardano and Solana and everything else, right? Most people coming into the space get pulled in probably, you know, with meme coins, right? Like Doge brought a lot of people in, then Sheep, and now Pepe. I don't think that's going to change, but the good thing about that is a lot of them stay. They stay and they realize there's other cryptos that they should be looking at, investing in, right? But basically, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, you know, educate people, and that's it, really.
Now, I want to ask you, Robin, what is the biggest pain point you think moving into the next bull market for the average or for the newcomer in our space, and what can we do as Sin City Crypto to help break that pain point down?
Man, well, first of all, I want to see a little bit more centralization on these crypto events here in Las Vegas, because Las Vegas is known for their conferences and conventions, and you know, too many of them, or all the largest ones that we're familiar with, tend to be outside of Las Vegas. And you know, we got one coming up tonight. Our VIP party at the Mandalay Bay, which will be there shortly. But what I want to do is I want to beat the drum that Las Vegas is here to cater our biggest events, and so that's one thing I'm looking at locally. Now,
so you're saying by having more events,
we're Sin City Crypto. And so we're based here in Las Vegas, and obviously we believe in the brand so much, we believe in the city so much that, you know, that's our channel. And we host events just on a routine basis. Every week there's a new large convention that'll have 10, 20, 50,000 people here. And we see these events in Miami, and you know, you have well, where's the next one at? Tennessee? Where's the Bitcoin one next year?
Nashville, but you got
Nashville, yeah.
Consensus before.
Yeah, and then you got Consensus as well in Austin, Texas. And so for me, I would like us to bring those back in, bring them to Las Vegas. And so for me, one of the things that I'm personally looking to build is more of a crypto community here in Las Vegas, and we're suited for that. And I feel like, remember when we were trying to get a sports team here, and we were trying to argue for it, and it just never came, and
now we're
then
getting,
eventually it did,
and now we got one Oakland team and another shitty one on the way. That's always
You leave
exciting.
Oakland out of
Listen,
this.
man, I just like
The
the
Raiders,
Oakland
man.
fans, man. Like, come on, dude.
Come on, man.
Raider fans are annoying.
Like, it's your home
A's
team,
are
and you're from
irrelevant.
Las Vegas.
I don't care. I don't like the Raiders. They're garbage.
Again, why are you shouting again?
I'm just very passionate about what I see.
This is every
Also,
day.
Johnny Walker Blue is very delicious.
Yes, it is. This is my third glass.
I'm going to answer my own question because no one asked me questions on the show. So what I'm trying to say is this, is the question I asked you guys was, what is the biggest pain point for the next wave of retail investors coming into our space? And for me, that is confusion. That is a barrier to entry, right? We want people to come in to the Cardano, the Solana, the Ethereum ecosystem, play around with DeFi, play around with NFTs, launch a token, borrow against your crypto, lend your crypto out and earn yield. But it's too confusing. It's extremely confusing. You have so many different forms of USDC on Solana. You have USDC on Ethereum. You have USDC on Tron. One mistake and that's it, because the blockchain, you can't reverse it and go back in time and redo your transaction. And also for me to sit there and explain to someone, I want to mint an NFT, how do I do it? Okay, well, first you got to go download this wallet, but make sure it's set to this. If you do MetaMask, you have to go in and change the source code to be Solana, and then you have to download this, and then you have to go to this exchange and buy Solana, onboard your fiat, send it, like, you get the point. So it's extremely confusing. You tell anyone that, they're like, well, screw this, right? And so what are people infatuated with? They're infatuated with ease of use and what's that word I'm looking for? Simplicity. Simplicity, ease of use. I want to go into my bank. I want to open up my mobile bank app, see my checking, my savings, my Bitcoin, and I'm not advocating for people
That's
to
what
use
it
their
sounds
banks.
like.
I'm
Sounds
just
like
saying, if we can get that practicality on something like an exchange, great. I think that's what X is trying to do, formerly known as Twitter. And I think that's why it's going to be extremely successful.
Whoa, you just threw X in there like that? Come on, man.
X gonna give it to you.
Come on, bro.
X gonna
And
give
then
it to
you
you.
got a DMX reference
X
too?
gonna give it to you.
Come on, bro.
I'm serious.
Dude,
Robin.
you talked about Twitter taking over crypto, banks taking over crypto,
Bro.
and you had the longest explanation
Says the
of how
10-minute
to use a
Says the
browser
10-minute
wallet I've
guy.
ever heard in my life, bro.
Says the
It was a
10-minute
10-minute browser wallet rundown.
Convenience
and
was the
and
word.
You tied banks and Twitter in there.
Convenience
I don't
was
even
the
know how
word
you
I'm
did
looking
that.
for.
That was an amazing.
George, get it back on
I'm taking David's drink away.
Yeah, please, thank you.
George can hold his liquor.com.
Jeez.
George can hold it. Seriously.
What
being
was
serious.
the question again?
I don't even know what the question
George
was.
is drunk.
There was no Trump. There was no question.
There wasn't a
That was
question.
just a statement.
Yeah.
Yes, because I answered my own question. Because none of you guys sit here and ask me a question, so I have to put my own input in. So honestly, though, for me, it's making it easier for people to understand
There
our
we go.
space. They want
There
to
we
play
go.
around in the ecosystem. I don't want to sit there and have to write them a 10-page book about how to do this, do this.